Hello everyone, it's Rose, and today I am starting to unbox another order that I got from FGNORMAL. Now this is my order number 3891, and I think I'm going to make probably 3 videos from this order. And I'm going to try and mix big and small diamond paintings in each one of the videos. And also, this order includes my first Rose Tries canvases. So I don't think it's going to be in this video, but in one of the upcoming videos for this order, you're going to see that. So I did open the package before, and I labeled all of my diamond paintings so that I would know what it was that I was unboxing. And I'm just going to open these ones in their number order. Now I decided what order I'm going to open them all in so that there's a variety of different sizes and looks of canvases in each one of the videos, because I never know what somebody's going to like. So, okay, let's start with the first one, which is number 453 in my inventory. Now this diamond painting is one that I call Aurora Borealis. And it is a 50 by 40 square drill diamond painting. And I just thought that the colors were amazing. And here we see the colors right here. So we'll get into those drills in a little while. It comes with a very standard kit, the wax, the boat, a pink pen, everything you need to work on this diamond painting. And there you go. I thought it would just look beautiful. And I'm hoping, actually this one here, I'm hoping that it's going to be detailed enough to do justice to the image, which I'm going to insert right here so that you can see what the final is going to look like. So this one is a 40 by 50 canvas area. And let's just see what the drill area for it is. It is just under 43 and a half, so we'll call it 43 by 34. Okay, and I'm just gonna get my inventory sheet out. Do you know what? I ordered a label printer so that I could print my labels and they would look nicer. 43 by 34. Okay. There we go. And I'll just stick this up in the corner here. So this does not have DMC numbers on the canvas or on the bags of drills. And it has 23 colors. So we'll see if that's enough. I'm thinking it would look better with more colors because as you saw, that picture that I put up, it is stunning. And I'm not sure if this is going to give that impression, because what I get from this is more the look of a wave as opposed to that Aurora Borealis. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so let me show you the symbols on the legend, and then we'll take a look at the canvas. So it's a very, very simple symbol set. Just letters and numbers. And the printing on the canvas is super clear. So while I'm drilling this, like as long as the drills are good, and I have no reason to think they won't be, this is going to be like a really good drilling experience. And the colors are beautiful. So yeah, there's nothing here that is going to be difficult. And this is another one that I certainly won't need to use a light pad for, which is nice. I like it when they're so clear that I don't need a light pad. That's not always the case, but I'm happy to see that it is the case here. Yeah, there's nothing here that's going to be confusing. And, you know, as we pull back, maybe those trees will be clear enough. I'm worried it's going to be too pixelated, and there's just not going to be enough variation of color in here in the Aurora, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, okay. So that's good. And let's now take a look at the drills. I'll bring you down a little bit. This will flatten out nicely. Just a sec. This will flatten out nicely in my storage system because it will be stored flat. It'll be stored, sorry, I had a coughing fit. It'll be stored flat until the coin for it gets picked. And this will be considered, like I do consider this a large project. Anything over 1,200 square centimeters is what I consider a large project. And the only reason I'm pulling back the paper on this, or the plastic on this, is because sometimes that does help. It's kind of like ironing the diamond painting. It's poor man's ironing, and it does help to flatten out some of the mailing creases. So there we go. Yeah, this will be fine. This will be fine. Okay, so let's take a look at the drills now. I can hardly wait to see these gorgeous colors. There we go. Okay. So I'm supposed to have 23 colors, and I do have 23 colors. So let's take a look at these. And I'm looking for those flat bottoms and nice sharp edges on the drills. And I'll blow this way up so that you can see it better. There we go. And these look good. So far I'm not seeing anything that gives me any pause for concern at all. The drills look nice and shiny. Something for you newer diamond painters, or people who, you know, you're working with squares, and some people have noticed that there are two different kinds of squares that come in any given kit. So this is not a mistake. So you see how these two, whoa, just a sec. Let's see, maybe I'll be able to do it better on another color. Okay, so you see how these two drills that I have right here, they have flat tops at like a square in the center. The cut is a square. And then you look at this one here, and I'm gonna blow you up a little bit more. Hold on, there we go. So these have square cuts. And then there's this one here that has a diamond cut into the top. Those are not mistakes, and you're not meant to just work with one of those shapes. You're actually supposed to use both of those kinds of drills in a canvas and just mix them in. Like don't pay attention to what you're laying down, because it's that the different cuts on these square ones, on the tops of the square ones, that make them sparkle better. If you used only like the square tops or only the diamond tops, and here you can see it better, like there in the center of the screen, I've got a couple of square tops and I've got a couple of diamond tops. If you were to use only one of those, first off, you would run out of drills. And second, you wouldn't get as much sparkle. And I'm raising that because I have had viewers in the past who have said, I think I got a bad kit because my square drills are not all the same, that some of them have diamonds cut into the top, some of them have squares cut into the top. And so I was quick to let them know that's the way it's supposed to be. So don't be getting rid of your square drills. I know that some people have a really hard time with that because it's very difficult for them to use drills that are not exactly the same. But I just have to repeat, that is exactly the way it's meant to be for square drills. It's not a mistake. It's part of the design of a diamond painting with square drills. So there's a lot of these beautiful blue ones here. And look at those bottoms. They're so beautiful. So yeah, so that's, I'm happy. I'm happy with this. Just a little concerned about, you know, how clear the final image will be, but we'll see. Yeah, I wish this had at least 30 colors, but I'm sure this will be fun to do nonetheless. Okay, so I am going to put these drills away, and I will be back, and we'll take a look at the next diamond painting. Okay, so I have this all ready to put away in storage. I wanted to take a minute though, and for those of you who are not familiar with FGN, I spend a lot of time looking at the websites for the companies that I work with. And so one of the things that I found when I was exploring the FGNORMAL website is that they actually have a link. It's down at the bottom of their page on all of their web pages, and it's for all of their discount codes. Now the primary, I guess, currency that they use is this one. I think that's British pounds. So they have a code that's used to get fairly steep discounts depending on how much you buy from them. So for £5, you get £5 off any order that's greater than or equal to £50 when you use code 50. So you can do a conversion to whatever your currency is to make sure that you're making that minimum sale to get the £5 off. You can get £12 off of any order of £100 or more by using code 100 at checkout. And finally, you get £25 off your whole order as long as it's more than £200 when you use code 200. Okay, so I think that's really important to know because we're always looking for bargains, right? And I don't have an associate or an affiliate code with FGNORMAL, but I don't need one because you can use this to get your discounts and get the most out of your shopping experience when you go shopping at FGNORMAL. So I wanted to just take a second to inform you of that because maybe you didn't know. All right, let's move on to the next item. So next up is number 457 in my inventory. And this one is a round drill, and it's a multi-panel. It's a 5-panel diamond painting. And this one, I'm trying to remember. I don't think this one is a Rose Tries. No, I don't think it is. If it is, I'll flash it up on the screen. But I don't think it's this one that's the Rose Tries. I think there are two others. This is just one that I saw and I thought, that looks interesting. So just before I show you the whole thing, I'll show you the kits that come with it. So it comes with two kits, the pink pen, the green boat, and a piece of wax in each one of the kits. And then here are the colors. They're a little bit darker palette than I would usually buy, but I was intrigued by this image. And I know a lot of you like cottages and streams and so forth. And this one looked very Old English. So let me, it's a big one. It's a big one. I'm gonna just organize it on my table, flatten it out a little bit, and then the next time you see me, it'll be flattened out and you'll be able to see the whole thing. Okay, so I'm actually holding the camera because I can't get my tripod up this high, and I wanted to hold it in a way that I can reduce as much as possible the glare. So you see it's a 5-panel, different sizes, and it's a cottage with a stone bridge and the path leading up. And I just thought it was kind of like, I don't know, an English countryside kind of look that was kind of peaceful and restful, and maybe there's somebody in your life who could do with something like this on their walls. And as you see, I mean, you could potentially have this framed in one big frame that holds all of these, because you know, there's just the clear white in between all of the panels. You could do that, or you could cut up the canvas so that each one of these strips is a single piece, and then stitch them all together and frame them so that there's no break in between the panels. And I think that might be what I would want to do. I thought this was really pretty. I thought it was restful colors, very peaceful colors. And I just thought it would look really pretty. Now this one has 24 colors. And I hope it'll be enough to really bring out the beauty of the picture. And we'll take a look at the symbols. And there's a little bit more different kinds of symbols here. I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to be too difficult to read. So, I mean, these up here in the sky are very, very clear. Oh, actually, even the percent signs are very clear. So far I'm not seeing anything that gives me pause or concern. It's very, even the dark backgrounds with white printing on them are nice and clear. There's no muddiness. So I'd have to say that this is a good canvas. This will be good to work on, and you could work on this without a light pad. I probably will use a light pad, but you don't have to use a light pad. Yeah, I'm worried about some of the detail in here in the house, but you know, pulling away from it, that might be enough. We'll see. And I haven't really blown this up at all. Let me blow it up for you. There we go. All right. See how clear that is? Yeah, this is going to be a good one. And I just hope that the drills will be good, but I don't have any reason to think they won't be. So that's just fine. All right. Okay, now I'm going to put you back in the cradle, and we're going to take a minute, and I'm going to measure this thing, and I'm going to measure each one of the panels individually as well, because that's what I do when I get multi-panels. So I'm going to write that on the paper that I put in the drill bag. So let me just get my label out for this. I think this was number 457. Yeah, so I call it bridge and cottage. And let's just see. So from end to end of the image area, it is 88 centimeters. Let's just make sure of that. Yeah, 88 centimeters. And up and down at the widest point, or at the tallest point, it's 39 centimeters. So 88 by 39. And then panels 1 and 5, panels 2 and 4, and panel 3. Let's get the specific measurements for those. So for panel, so they're all the same width. So what is the width of these? So that's just short of 14 centimeters. So 14 by 88 for panel 1 and 5. Yeah, it's exactly the same. 14 by 33 for panel 2 and 4, and it's 14 by 27 for panel 3 in the center. And this is number 257, bridge and cottage. It's round, and it's from FGNORMAL. Okay. Okay, so now I know, and all of these then, I think, oh, I made that wrong. I did that wrong. It's not 88. Okay, I did this wrong. I did this wrong. It's 14 by 39. So the way I'm going to do the penny pick for this project is that I'm going to put 5 pennies in my small projects bowl. And there will be 257.1, 257.2, 257.3, 257.4, and 257.5. And so each time I pick one of those pennies, I will work on that section of this diamond painting. And each one of those sections are less than, quite a bit less than 30 by 40. So it won't take me very long. Like, I would think that each one of these panels I could do in a day. So it just depends how quickly this diamond painting gets done. Just depends on how quickly the coins are picked. And it is not outside the realm of the possible that I could, like if I start and I enjoy working on it, I could just do the whole thing. And then pick the other coins out of the bowl just to, just so that they're not in there taking up space. Yeah, okay, so that's that. Let's take a look now at these drills. See, there's really not that many drills. For a diamond painting that has this much real estate on the canvas, there's not that many drills because it's not actually that huge of an image area when you add them all up. And yeah, these colors are quite dark. So we're looking for 24 different colors, and there we have 24 different colors. All right, so let's get up close and personal with these drills and just see what we got here. So I am seeing nice flat bottoms, no flash around the edges. And so I am happy with the quality that I'm seeing. These are really dark colors for me. But I know that a lot of you like cottages. And so I was thinking, well, for somebody who, is thinking about getting a cottage, I'll try this one and see what it's like. And then maybe if it's, if it all looks good, then maybe you guys will want to work on it. This might actually also be a really, really good project if you've got a bunch of people coming over for Thanksgiving or Christmas or something like that. Now, we probably won't be able to gather in large groups, but, at least we'll be able to gather with our family unit. And if you want to, have a sort of a family-centered event, instead of having one big canvas on the table and people working on one big canvas, you could actually cut this up into 5 different canvases and let, different members of the family or your guests, each one work on a different piece. And especially if you've got people coming over for, a few days, it would be a kind of a cool little project. And then you could hang it in your home or in a guest room or something like that. And it would just be another reminder of a fantastic time that you had together. And it would also remind you of how you got through this COVID winter. Because it's going to be a bad one. I think it's going to be bad everywhere. But anyway, something like this can make it a little bit less bad, and it'll give you something to do with the people in your home. That's kind of a joint project, and you're working together, you can talk, and I don't know, I just think it'd be a super cool little project. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to put this away. This one looked really good. I hope it's going to be detailed enough, but the drills looked fantastic, and I think it's going to be a good project to work on. So I'm going to put this away, and I will be back in a moment with the next unboxing. Okay, so there's number 257, the Bridge and Cottage. Done. I will set that aside, move this out of the way, and now we'll open up the last one in this video today. And this one is number 461, and I call it Flowers. Nothing fancy, just flowers. All right, and you'll see why. This is just a small one. It's a 30 by 30 canvas, and Can you see all of that? I think you can see all of that. I might raise it up just a little bit. Okay. And I do have to flatten it out because it's got some mailing creases. So compared to our last one, that was, you know, very sort of a darker palette of colors. Not as cheery as some of the ones that I get. This one here is all bright colors and it's very cheery. So I didn't get all of the mailing creases out of it, but that's okay. This is just going to be a little snack project, and so I don't care. I'm not going to frame this one. This is just something to work on when I get tired of working on bigger projects. And it's just got a little bit of fluff here on the end. Okay. The edge just got a little tiny bit frayed. Okay. There we go. And I didn't lay this plastic down perfectly straight. Not that that matters. It doesn't matter. But it's just so that the light, I just want it to be as flat as possible so that when I'm showing it to you, you don't get weird glare. Okay. I think that's as flat as I'm going to be able to get it with the bone folder that I'm using. There we go. That's pretty good. That's a pretty hard crease in this one. Well, these are pretty hard creases. So it might be worth ironing this one before I start on it. But there you go. This is the flowers. So that's number 461. Let me just pull out my inventory sheet for that. Or not my inventory sheet. I'm just pulling out my label for it. And I'll measure to see what the drill area is in just a second. All right, so let's measure. So this one is just over 24 and a half. So I'm going to call that 25 by, it is, again, just over 24 and a half. So I'm going to call it 25 by 25. Right. And in terms of the kit that comes with it, it is just a standard kit. We don't need anything special to work on this. Let's take a look at the legend. I'll blow you up for this part. So that looks super clear, and I'm delighted to see that there are DMC numbers. Yeah, that looks very, very clear. And there's another one down on the other side of the canvas for those of you who like to see that. Now let's take a look at the drill area itself. This is going to be delightful to work on. This is so clear. You don't need a light pad for this. So if you're going to be traveling over the holidays and you want to get a little diamond painting to take with you, this is a good one because you don't need a light pad for it. It's fewer things to pack, fewer weight to carry, or less weight to carry. You got to think of all these things when you're, packing for travel. And so this is what I often look for when I'm packing to take diamond paintings to take with me on travel. I want to make sure that they're going to be super easy to do. I don't want to be frustrated with, canvases that are hard to read or anything like that. This one here is lovely. And it's just a super simple picture of these flowers. And the colors are bright. It's a happy diamond painting. And this is one which literally, it's a snack. When you're finished a snack, you don't think about it. You don't, obsess about how delicious it was or anything like that. You just forget about it and move on to the next thing. And And that's essentially what this one will be. Sure, you could put it up. Nobody's saying you couldn't put it up, but the pleasure will be in doing it. And I think that there is, with 18 colors, I think there's going to be enough definition. Again, this is a round diamond painting. So as you see here, for example, around the stem of this flower, let's just take a look. What is G? G is number 13. So that is color G. I'm going to turn on the flash for just a second. You see how the color around the drills for G, it's a little bit darker. So that, because it's round and because you can see the canvas down in between the drills, you're actually able to get more definition because of the printing on the canvas, that dark green that goes up along the edge of the stem there and around the flower, the leaves and stuff like that as well, and the petals. You're able to get more definition than you would if they just printed the canvas with the same color as the drills that you're going to be using. So that's a neat thing about round diamond paintings, is that you get a little bit more depth, even on the super simple ones with not a lot of color, because of the way they print the canvases. So that's something to keep in mind. And it looks like they're all in a single strip, and there are 18 colors here. So let's take a look at the drills just to make sure that they're nice and sparkly and flat, and they don't have flash. Oh my goodness, these are such pretty colors. Like, this is a very pastel diamond painting. Very restful, very soothing. If you've had a hard day full of frustrations, working with these colors, you know, depending on, you know, your personality and stuff, you might find this very, very soothing. So, oh, look at how sparkly those are. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't sure about this one. I wasn't sure whether, you know, I would like it, but I do. I like it a lot. So I think this is a good buy. And I'll, of course, flash the price up on the screen. And I'm just going to do a quick, there we go. That's it. Okay, I'm going to label my drills for this, and I will be right back. So that's it. These are the 3 diamond paintings for this video. And again, don't forget, if you're shopping on the FGNORMAL site and you're going to be spending over £50, you should take advantage of the discounts that are available. You can find that at the bottom of the home page, and I think every other page on the FGNORMAL site. The codes are 50, 100, and 200. And those are the codes that you use if you've spent that much or more in pounds. So that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank FGNORMAL for sending me these gorgeous diamond paintings so that I can try them for you. I want to thank all of my patrons who support my channel with their generous donations. And I want to thank all of my subscribers and viewers, because you guys are the ones who keep me happy and wanting to make more videos for you. If you're not a subscriber yet, please take a moment, click the subscribe button. If you want to be notified every time I post a video, you can click the little bell, and then you'll know when I have another diamond painting video posted. All right, everybody, take care. I love you all. I'll be back with you again tomorrow with another diamond painting video. Bye-bye for now.